Hey Maker, this is Dhruvin, and in this episode I'm going to talk about how you can use the entities concept in the Copilot Studio topic. Yes, entities is a very important concept in the world of Copilot Studio, which is used for natural language understanding for the predefined category by the user. So now let's try to explore and see its significance in the Copilot Studio. But before that, if you haven't followed me on my Twitter and Instagram so far, do follow me over there because these are the platform where I'm uploading short content on Power Platform. All the links are available in the description box as well. Alright, so without further delay, let's get started. First of all, let me give you a little bit context around here. So over here, I have one of the Copilot agent here called YT eCommerce Store. And if I'm going to my topic section, I have already one topic called buy a product, which is useful to buy a product for a user. Now, over here, I just want to achieve one scenario that people can enter any kind of natural language that, okay, I want to buy a furniture, or I want to buy a cloth, or let's say I want to buy a television, or let's say I want to buy some sort of a t-shirt. Now, how does my Copilot Studio here understand that what category a person is looking for the stuff, and depending on that it need to execute next set of action. Alright, for that there is one beautiful concept available in the world of Copilot Studio, which is called entity. So whenever you click on plus option over here, and let's say if you are asking a question over here that which category product you are looking for. So let me type this product you are looking for. At that time, there are different options available. Now the thing is that over here there is a multiple choice option as well. But you know how many choices you will add here, right? Because people can enter anything like I want to buy a t-shirt, or I want to buy television, or I want to buy washing machine, right? But how do you decide that what category it is, right? We need to somehow decide that natural language thing into this kind of categorical thing automatically. At that time, this is the concept which is useful, which is an entity. You need to use this concept. Now remember one thing, in the world of Copilot Studio, there are many different type of entities available. Okay, most of the time Copilot Studio is natively understand each natural language. Okay, now let me show you. Let me just first save this out and see what kind of out of the box entity Copilot Studio is already having over there. Okay, so if you go to the setting option over here in your Copilot Studio and go to the entities section, over here you can see all of these entities are available out of the box entity. Basically these entities are created when you are setting up your agent for the very first time. So all the basic operation related to entity is already achieved over here. You can see here, these are all the pre-built thing, right? Let's say for an example, this is one of the thing like date and time, right? So when you click on that, basically it is showing you the detailing around that. So let's say for an example, if user is typing that, okay, my meeting is next Friday, automatically it identifies the date from the current date and understand that, okay, next date is this one. So in the future step, if you want that, it can able to handle that automatically. Okay, or let's say my birthday is this, it automatically identify that, okay, what is the date over there, right? So this is the task for this out of the box entity. You can pick up anything over here. Okay, let's say for an example over here, if you are saying some sort of, let's say for an example, city, right? So let's say if you are typing the whole sentence as a response that, okay, my business headquarters is in Seattle. So they understand that Seattle is something which is a city from this overall string. I love New York. You are typing only NYC, right? It understands this is your New York City, right? So this entity's purpose is whatever you type in the natural language, it's try to understand the context and find out the value automatically for it. Okay, remember about that thing. Now this concept you can utilize for any purpose. Let's say if you are creating any doctor type agent where you are booking the doctor appointment, and let's say if you are having different doctor type, like, okay, let's say for an example, you are having like cardiologist, or let's say dermatologist or dentist, right? You can create the entity for doctor type and provide that value over there. and when someone is typing that, okay, I have a heart issue, it automatically identifies that this person is requiring the cardiologist, right? So that natural language understanding we need over here, and that's where the concept of entity is being used a lot. Okay, you can create entity here, okay, or you can directly create while you are setting up the topic. Okay, but this is just I explained because at least you will understand that what would be the out of the box type of entities available in the world of Copilot Studio. Okay, now if I'm opening the theoretical definition of the entity, let's understand this theoretical example over here. So a significant part of agent conversation in Copilot Studio is natural language understanding, which is the ability for the AI to understand users' intent, right? Let's say if customer is saying that I try to use my gift card but it doesn't work. The agent knows the route to the customer to the topic related gift card not working properly. Even in that exit phrase is not listed as a trigger phrase. Okay. Now the thing is that the main purpose, as I explained, that it should understand the basic language, natural language. Okay, whatever sentence you will type, it should automatically identify the things from it. All right, so now let's go and deep dive more into that and create our own custom entity over here. So I'm just going to this topic, and we already asked the question which category of product you are looking for, and instead of multiple choice question, what I'm doing here is I'm creating an entity. And when you create an entity, you are having two different options over here. One is you can create a closed list entity, and another is you can create regular expression entity. We will talk both the type of entity in detail over here in this episode, so don't worry about that. Now I'm just picking up one closed list entity over here. Alright, now very first thing that you need to supply over here is what kind of entity you want to create over here. Alright, so simply I just want to create one entity called product category. So I'm just providing the name of my entity as product category. Now remember one thing, you need to provide a proper description as well, that okay, what you want over there. Okay, so I'm just writing over here that this entity, so I'm just adding some description here. Let me just read this out for you. So this entity is used to classify or group different type of product in a structured way. It helps a Copilot to understand the intent when they mention I want to buy some product type, like I want to buy a phone or show me furniture. It can understand. Okay, I'm just giving this kind of description over here. Provide proper description. Okay, now try to add the different category over here. So let's say here I'm just adding one of the category called electronics. Okay, so I'm just adding electronics over here. Okay, now I'm adding one more thing over here called furniture. So I'm just adding furniture. I'm just adding one more like clothing. So I'm adding one more category clothing. I'm adding one more category called groceries. Okay, so I'm adding 4 categories at this point. Okay, now remember one thing, that whenever you are adding any category over here, it is having the option called synonyms. Now what is synonyms? Synonyms is something similar kind of natural language statement you need to supply for the main category that you have defined over here, so that your Copilot agent is understanding that, let's say if you are writing television or TV or washing machine, it understands that it falls under electronics category, right? So you need to add the possible set of statements over here underneath synonyms. All right, and make sure you turn on the smart matching from here. Okay, that is very, very important step. If you turn that option off, AI will not be able to understand what you are trying to say as a synonyms. So make sure you turn on the smart matching on for the entity over here. All right, and let's try to add synonyms once after another. So for electronics, I'm just adding some sort of synonyms over here called, let's say I'm just adding like a phone, or let's say I'm just trying to add one more over here called gadgets, or let's say I'm just adding like tech items, or let's say I'm just adding like a television. Let's say I'm just adding here like washing machine, right? I'm just adding this different set of possibility at this point. Okay, you can add more and more if you want. All right, let's say I'm just writing like electronic geyser. Okay, I'm just adding this. Click on done. All right, so you are done with that. Let's add some furniture synonyms over here. So furniture, what can people ask that, okay, I want to buy some tables, or I want to buy some chairs, or let's say I want to buy some sofas, or I want to buy some sort of bed, or home decor. Okay, anything which is fall underneath that category. So I'm just adding some synonyms for that. Clothing, I'm just adding some sort of synonyms over here that, okay, I want to buy some sort of t-shirts, I want to buy some sort of let's say suits, or let's say I just want some sort of clothes or garments. Okay, or let's say I want to buy some sort of sweatshirts. Okay, you can add as much thing which you can think in a natural language, you can just provide as an option over here. All right, or maybe I can just like, okay, shirts or formal wear or office wear. Okay, you can add any stuff over here. So I'm just adding different thing here. Now same way for the grocery, I'm just adding 3 synonyms over here called food items or daily needs or dairy item like this, and click on simply done option over here and save my entity. Now when you have added this topic question over here, the custom created entity will be appear over here. Select that entity over here. So I'm just selecting that entity for myself. So I just selected this over here, and basically it store its response in one of the variable over here. So it is showing over here like variable 1. Alright, you can change the name of the variable as well. I'm just changing my variable name over here as, let me just click on that and let me provide over here that what would be the name of the variable. So variable category. Perfect. And now what I want here is, as for just for the debugging purpose, I'm just adding one more node over here and use the send a message option over here, and I'm just printing this category that, okay, what category it is identifying from the list. So I'm just adding the category, and from here I'm just selecting my variable category. All right, now let's save this thing over here and let's try to test this stuff now, because now I want to understand that, okay, if I'm typing anything in the natural language, does it able to understand it properly or not? Okay, so let's say for an example over here, I'm just typing over here called buy a product. As soon as you type this question, it will ask you that, okay, which category you are looking for, and this is an entity type. Okay, so I'm just writing that, okay, I want to buy washing machine. Okay, and let's see what it detect. It automatically detected that, okay, you have typed washing machine, so washing machine is fall underneath electronic category. So as an answer, it automatically identify the category for you automatically, right? Isn't it cool, right? Now let me just type again over here. I'm just typing over here again that buy a product, and now this time I'm writing that I want to buy a t-shirt for my children. And now let's say what it is defining. You know, it is not able to understand it. So it is just showing me that, okay, what category product you are looking for. It is asking you again, okay, want to buy clothes for the child. And let's see what it is understand. You know, when it is unable to understand, it will rephrase that question for you. Okay, then you just need to tweak your language and automatically it will identify this thing that, okay, it is falling underneath clothing category. Okay, so this is how this entity concept is looking like. All right, so whatever natural language you will type, depending on that, it can identify the appropriate option automatically from here. Okay, entity offer you one more option as well. Sometimes, let's say you just don't want that user can type completely in the natural language and you want to show the category as an option. So you can use this particular thing, select option from user, and you can display all this category that you have over there. So, you know, it will just show you as an option. Click on save. And now let me just type it again, that buy a product. And as soon as you type that, you can see that it is just showing you the category directly over here. So, you know, people have an option that, okay, what they are looking for. So they can choose appropriate one, and based on that you can execute the next set of action for yourself. It's totally up to you that how you want to manage it out. All right, but this is how it works actually. All right, now let's talk about one more different type of entity over here. All right, so now let's talk about the regular expression validation. All right, let's say for an example, over here I'm just adding one more question over here, that okay, they want to track that application status or maybe order status, right? Let's say for an example, I'm just asking over here a question that please enter transaction ID, booking ID to track your order status. Okay, now in this case what happen here is people can asking the overall booking ID that they have got when they buy the product, right? Now the thing is that over here, if you just want to apply some sort of natural language thing, that okay, if I'm typing the whole world that okay, my transaction ID is blah blah blah, this one, right? So it should automatically identify that okay, what is actual booking ID from this whole sentence, right? At that time you can use the regular expression kind of thing for your string, and for that as well you can define the custom entity. So click on create entity, and this time let's choose the regular expression entity. Now in this regular expression entity, just provide the name of the entity first. So over here I'm just providing that okay, what is your transaction ID? I'm just providing over here like entity name is transaction ID, okay, and providing the description over here that this will help Copilot to get transaction ID from the provided string. Okay, you can provide any description over here, but proper description, just supply it out. Okay, and you can supply any kind of pattern. So let's say for an example, I have 9 character string and first 4 characters are always book, start with booking ID, book. Okay, so I'm just providing this kind of regular expression over here that okay, book dash D $4. So book and dash will be the first 5 character, and after that 4 characters should be there. Okay, then it can identify the proper transaction ID. Click on save and let it to be saved over here, and let's apply that over here. So transaction ID over here, and it is just storing its response in this variable. And now let me just try to send a message, and let me just print out that what exactly it is detected from there. So I'm just printing that variable 1 over here. Okay, and I'm just providing some sort of text that okay, transaction ID is this one. Okay, now let's save up to this point and let's see what we are getting over here. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm again resetting this whole stuff, and now let me just type over here again that buy a product. Okay, and now I'm just typing that my booking ID is book dash 1001. Okay, let's hit enter and let's see what happened. You can see that this is the whole string I type here, and from that it only identify that transaction ID over here, right? And this is exactly I wanted, right? And this is able to understand that natural language completely. So this is about our second type of entity called regular expression entity. All right, so how many type of entities in the world of Copilot Studio you can create? Closed list entity and regular expression entity. Hope this is giving you the clear concept around entity. What is entity, what's the purpose of it, and how you can create the different type of entities in the Copilot Studio. Hope this video is helping you and valuing your time. If so, please hit thumbs up on this video. It is free for you, but it motivates me in lots of other way. So guys, please hit thumbs up, okay? And please provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. All right. So that's it for today. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit thumbs up and subscribe my channel. And I have launched some premium membership as well on my channel where you can access some exclusive member only content. You can get the priority reply on any comment, or you will get lots of other perks as well. To know more perks, you can simply click on the join button over here. And once you click on join button, you can get more details over there. Okay, there are many contents which is member only nowadays, like this is complete series like responsive canvas app series I created, but it is only for the premium members only, because this is very premium content. So if you are interested to be a premium member of my channel, join it out. The pricing is very affordable, guys. It's just less than one medium size of pizza, right? In one weekend you just go on a restaurant and order one pizza. It's less than that, and you can get lots of good quality content over there. So do it over there. If you are looking for any kind of paid live training from me, you can always look out our website or check the description box. Usually we are having the different training program in each quarter, so you can always connect us over there, and you can get the live benefits from me. All right, so that's it for today, and don't forget to follow me again on my Twitter and Instagram. With that, this is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next episode with some amazing content. Till then, have a great day. Goodbye.